Alright. Alright. This really is a shame. I forgot my SD card. So, I can't film. Well, I can't film on my GoPro, so I'm filming on my iPhone. Hope it sounds alright. Back in the shop, the garage shop. Here we are. Here's our good motor with the good turbo swapped onto it. Here's our bad transmission. My dad is on his way to the beach right now. He's gonna swing by and pick me up a used one on his way back. Hopefully that's all good. And we'll get these mated up. Get them back in this car. This thing's been off the road over a decade. Just check out what we got here. This is the bad turbo that came on the good motor. Bad because these impeller blades are damaged. Hear that? Yeah, that's bad. Bad noise. Here's my pile of assorted bolts and parts. Got the intake, radiator fan, alternator, starter, flex plate. Should probably not too fast. Don't want to bend those. So flying wheel, got to refinish that. Timing cover. Here's the long block, short block. Here's the block for the bad motor, the blown up motor. Today, I am just going to work on trying to diagnose my steering rack. It was leaking and grinding and wearing and doing all sorts of bad stuff. So, I'm just gonna play around in here, see what I can see. Hopefully something. Alright, I'm sure you've all watched Roadkill, if you're watching this anyway. Hopefully you've watched Roadkill. You probably know about their famous zip tie moment. Well, if you don't, let me demonstrate for you. You got a part that's nagging you, just all up in your way. What you want to do is, sorry for the angle, get your zip ties. Grab the part you want to move, in this case AC compressor. We're just gonna find me something strong to zip tie this to. I'm thinking right up here. I got long enough zip tie. That POV angle. Your view is the zip tie. Alright. I'm pretty sure I saw this on Roadkill too. Zip tie moment. It's pretty obvious. But zip tie is not long enough. You can go end to end. Make yourself a custom length. Whatever size you need. Right, so now AC compressor out of my way. Get a better view of this steering rack down here. Let me get the power steering pump out of the way. Alright, power steering pump's out of the way. Oh, that's over here. AC compressor's out of the way. Alright, so I got my power steering rack pretty well exposed here. Just trying to identify any leaks that may be present. I mean, what wouldn't be leaking on this? Well, it looks rusty, but it looks dry. Probably a good sign. So this power steering rack, come underneath, it's got this cooling loop that runs clear up here. Yeah. Power steering fluid runs all the way out there into the outer bumper. And then it runs back down into the pump. Now, typically, think the leak happened out here, which would make perfect sense. I mean, look at it rusting away. But everything in here looks quite leaky, to be honest. So I'm just gonna go through and clean this up and see. All right. I just wanted to crawl under here and show y'all what I got to deal with this drive shaft. So, here's my drive shaft, 2-piece. So this is the center support bearing, which holds the drive shaft up in the middle. Not entirely helpful. Alright, just want to film a quick intermission to explain what I'm doing here. So there's 2 brackets on either side that hold up that drive shaft bearing. Now there's a nut tack welded in each of those from the factory. That's what the bolts thread into. Now when I was removing the drive shaft, one of those nuts, the tack weld broke off. So what was told to me to do is drop a wide flange nut in the top there, drill a couple holes through the bottom to weld it into place, and then that'll hold tight so we can bolt this carrier back up. All right, as far as progress goes, not much has been good. I'm just getting this motor all buttoned back up, put together. Getting all the coolant lines back on, oil lines, vacuum lines. Got the EGR here hooked back up. Right now I'm working on getting this coolant return line fitted back in here. Now the issue I'm having is I can't get this hard line to go straight into that fitting, and it's a real pain in my butt right now. All right, I got my coolant line back on. I had to pop off this end to get to it, to get it to line up straight. But now I got it all back together. Just gotta finish tightening her up. Alright, coolant line back on there. I just gotta pop this little turbo support bracket back on. Figure out how it goes. Coolant line is back on. Now I just gotta pop on this bracket, supports the turbo. Something like that. Let's figure that out.